Hi Gemini, welcome to Secret Garden Tarot. This will be your Sun, Moon, and Ascendant sign general reading for the sign of Gemini, you guys. I have a new setup. I hope you guys like it. I have this new camera. So we're doing the overhead reading. I'm going to put, they're in a different layout. I actually had to record this twice. But this is a new spread. Haven't seen these cards. Um, so I'm going to be flipping them so they're upright to you. You guys know I don't do reversals. This is a little backwards for me, but hopefully you guys can see it because you have that overhead view now. Uh, like I said, this will be a sun, moon, and ascendant general reading. And let's get started. This is the center of the reading. This is the energy that is coming with you from August into September. So let's see what we got. The Lovers card of Gemini. That perfect pair. This is actually illustrated as Adam and Eve. I'm going to lift it a little closer to the camera so you guys can see that. The perfect pair. It was at one point called The Choice. You'll notice there are three people in this, one of them being an angel. So it is illustrated as Adam and Eve. Does not have to be romance if that is not something you're looking for. If you're happily partnered, if you are happily unpartnered, that's completely up to you. I just read the cards as they are. I get that question a lot. I put it on my Instagram. I'll mention it. Uh, I don't do themed readings. I don't do love readings or money readings. That's just not how my cards portray. If I read what they tell me. So if it says one thing, I will do my best to interpret it as broadly as possible. Sometimes it's very difficult, but not everybody's getting the same thing or looking for the same type of answers. So I try to interpret them as broadly as possible so as much of the reading resonates with as many people as possible. However, I will read what I get. In this case, I start off with the card of Gemini. It is a 6. Hopefully you guys can see that. So it is a round number. It's a very stable number. This is the major arcana version of the Two of Cups. They are exchanging their aces, their emotional aces. If that's not where you're at, perhaps you are reigniting with a partner perhaps you feel like you've lost a connection with. Can also mean business partnerships, something that you are emotionally bound to. A lot of us have a lot of emotions, particularly nowadays. People are finding a lot of anxiety and a lot of raw emotions with their finances. So, if that be the case, let me know in the comments if this reading resonates with you. That energy is crossed with the World. She is ever so slightly pregnant. You can see that. It is an ending. It is the last card of the tarot. Even in the illustrations, there's a lot of circles. We have her round pregnant belly. We have the circle here. We have this oval. Endings always indicate new beginnings. With one thing that's closing, the next step, specifically after the World, would be the Fool. So if you're ending one journey, you're starting another. This is kind of the closing of the book, as it were. You know how you read a book or you read a story. The story kind of winds down a couple pages before the end of the book. That's what this is. It's that last couple of pages as you are resolving the story. So it is an ending, indicates a new beginning. It's a whole new world. That's a great way to look at this card. Base of the reading, we have the Two of Cups. Well, all right, some of you are feeling very loved or in a loving position, like we talked about, like with this card. So if you're feeling particularly amorous, if you're feeling like you are bringing something emotional to the table, because this is the base of your reading, Gemini. This is the foundation of your reading, that you are bringing this energy. Even They've even got the two little angels. This is, by the way, the influence of the angels deck. This one, it's a gorgeous deck. It's one of my newer decks. And it is two aces coming together. So like we were talking about, an ending is always the next step to a new beginning, this endless cycle of life. And the immediate past, we have the Page of Pentacles. This is a childlike energy. It is quite stable. It is a pentacle. It's a coin. It's earth energy. So it is more stable than, say, the swords or the wands. Wands tend to be very passionate and very flame-like, and they burn bright, and then they burn out. This is younger energy. This is student energy. This is energy that is practical. It is, he has his globe there. Learning, student energy. Let me see what else I'm getting off of this card. Well, he has all of his tools of the trade. He's actually, like I said, a student. He's learning the tools of the trade. He only has the one pentacle done so far, but he is in the process of learning. He's in the process of growing. He's obviously a small, in this case, boy. But pages don't really have a gender. They don't have a strong masculine or feminine energy like, say, the king or the queens do. The knights in particular have a very, very strong, aggressive energy. They are the adventurers of the deck because they're always mounted on horseback. They're always riding off onto the sunset. The page is, if you're going to look at it that way, a little bit more feminine. Not much. It's really kind of a genderless energy, like a child, like a kid. Kids don't really kind of have, they've got a mixed bag of each. I'm not going to put too fine of a point on that. But again, I like to read the pages, well, all of the court cards in particular, as aces, because they only have the one of their suit. So we'll put that there. Let's read the top of the reading, Gemini. What's crowning your spread? Seven of Pentacles, the card of patience. Everybody's very, very favorite word, patience. Waiting for your garden to grow. And she has, again, all of her tools. She's got all the garden tools. She has her wonderful garden planted. She has, this lush greenery behind her. These almost look like roses, these coins here, and they're that bright, bright rosy pink color. It is, hopefully you guys can see that. It's a 7, so it's an odd number. It is a little bit less stable, simply because it is that kind of tentative, waiting, patient energy, perhaps a little bit of anxiety, thinking to yourself, when is this going to happen? When is this going to happen? Whatever is about to happen is coming soon, because we've got the new start. We've got a bunch of new starts. Obviously, we have the world here as a kind of final closing. Immediate future, we have more waiting energy. 3 of Wands is optimism stalled. It is a card that speaks to waiting. You're trying to be optimistic. You've been patient, but you're not doing much action. That's what this card is about. You're doing all the right stuff, but really somebody's got to light a fire under you, Gemini. Somebody's got to really kind of put you, get you off of this rock. If that's not already out, I want to show you the 2. The 2 of Wands doesn't look much different than the 3 of Wands. I can't find it at the moment. The 2 of Wands is a younger version of this person. And it's still optimistic. It's still progress, but it's complacent. It's kind of a bit of resting on your laurels. It is kind of, well, I'll just be waiting here. That's what that energy is. That's a wait and see energy. Because it is such a low number, it's a 3. It's not as stable as an even number. That's how the tarot works. The even numbers are always very strong, and you want to think of a table. If you've got a table with one leg, it's far less stable than a table with 4. It's far less sturdy. That's how all the numbers are. The even ones do have a little bit of that off-kilter, almost anxiety, not anxiety, but impatience. In these cases, it can be impatient energy. It can be less stable energy. Let's just call it that. The 3 of Wands is a card of still, keeping the ball rolling, but you could be doing more. That being said, let's see what the internal influence is. This is the energy that you are bringing to the month of September, Gemini. And it is the 3 of Pentacles. Working on yourself, working towards the community, building a better community. It's a lot of the same energy here, but it's more productive. Again, it's Pentacles. It's more earthy, more stable. Like we were talking about, wands tend to be kind of airy-fairy. They burn a lot of bright. They burn a lot of... they kind of fizzle up and then fizzle out. If you wanted to think of them as the wands are the sparklers and the pentacles are more of a fireplace. They both have fire, but what's more productive? A sparkler or a fireplace? That's what this is. That's the difference. This is kind of one and done. This is actually building something sturdy, something constructive, something permanent. So that's where we're at. That's the energy that you're bringing to the community. What's coming with you, what the universe is bringing with you. Beautiful Page of Cups, and I like the pages. It is kind of that childlike optimism, and here we're kind of bookending it, although they're very different pages. This one is more serious, more studious. This is that kind of dreamer artist energy, but they're still very young. They're still very new. I like this. If you have to have 2 pages together, these are the 2 that you want to have. So we have a good balance here. We have the serious Page of Pentacles. We have the kind of romantic dreamer Page of Cups. He is at least his feet are on the ground. When we start talking about the Page of Wands, for instance, I call him the happy hippie. He's the guy or the kid that will bring you to the carnival or the music fair or the festival and to kind of forget that you're there. He'll just kind of wander off. These 2 kids will at least stick around. So this one might be reading you poetry. This one's going to be trying to win you a goldfish. At least they're paying attention to you. So they're trying. Okay. And the let's not even start with the Page of Swords. We're not even gonna go about that. Yeah, so I like this. This is optimism. This is a new start. As you know, I like to read all of the court cards as aces. He's a surprise. He's got that cup. He has that angel popping out of that cup. He is literally wearing his heart on his sleeve. So if the universe is telling you, be a little bit more open to this, perhaps, Gemini. Maybe you've been a little bit closed off. Perhaps you have been up in your garden here just doing your thing. Be open to the surprise. That's all we're asking. You don't have to take advantage of it. Just be open for it. Hopes and fears. We have the Hermit. Is that where you've been? You've been introspecting. You have been up on your mountain. It's a card of Virgo. Um, so it is a card of solitude. It's a card of knowledge and knowing oneself. It's a card of having your own guiding light. And I know you guys are very independent. I know you guys don't need nobody, no man's, no woman's. I know you guys don't need that. Um, but, you know, he's been up there a really long time and he's really lonely. He potentially could be lonely. He's learned a lot, and not in that kind of artsy fartsy navel gazing kind of way. He has learned solid life lessons. He knows this mountain range. He knows where the safe passage is. He is a he has his own guiding light, which is very, very important. And like I said, if you're looking for independence and you guys are known for your independence, that's fine. You know, nobody's trying to take that away from you, Gemini. Nobody's trying to say, hey, give everything over to me, because you're going to head right back up to that mountain. You're going to take your lantern and say, you can take your cup, you can take your whatever this is, and I'm going to head up my mountain. I'm fine. Just be, like we talked about, be open to the surprise. Overall outcome, I'm not surprised. Victory, Six of Wands. Victory after the battle, in particular. So this is well after the war. He's in his not battle-ready armor suit. He's got elephants. He's got banners. This is a nice shiny suit. It's well taken care of. It's not seen a blade of battlefield grass. This is the triumphant return. That's what this card is. It is a card of really celebrating yourself, celebrating your own victories, celebrating the victories of, you know, what you have done. But imagine what you could be doing if you were working with other people. You know, once you come down from that mountain, you know, you can really build something very, very sturdy if you're looking for it. Be it romance, be it, there's a lot of pentacles, so it could be financial. I see a lot of pentacles here. So it could be romance. It could be. I'm not going to say it can't be, because obviously it very well could be. There's a lot of cups here too. There's a good balance. But it is whatever path you choose. Like I said, be open to the surprise. Have that good balance. Maybe come down from the mountain. Choose what you want. You know, if you want the sparkler, but you're building yourself a fireplace, you know, but that spark to light that fireplace has to come from somewhere. I will leave it there, Gemini. I have an Instagram now. It's sgt.advice on Instagram. And stop on by, hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button. I would appreciate it. I do a daily card. It's a short video, just a few seconds, usually with some music accompanying the card. There's some surprises. I like that. You guys like that. And I'm still doing the weekly collective readings on Sunday mornings. Stop on by. We can chat. I will leave it there. Bye, Gemini.